And we're back! Hi! This is Uncle Dr. Ernie with Awesome Stuff Badly, and I'm here with my daughter Anjali for a special Saturday episode. Say hi, Anjali!
Hi, Anjali!
We totally did not rehearse that. If we had, it wouldn't have worked. Yeah. What do you want? You want to say anything, Anjali?
Bye! Bye from TMN!
Okay, you want to go play while Daddy does my podcast?
No.
You want to stay and watch?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me get my glasses on so I can see what I'm doing. So, I figured out last night what I was doing wrong with my JS fiddle. So where's my little JS fiddle here? And
Is the camera still on?
Camera's still on. Yeah, we're actually broadcasting live to the whole internet, Anjali. Can you believe it?
No.
Yes, fortunately no one is watching.
Yeah. But we're watching.
You have a very good point there, Princess. All right, so, whoa, what was that? Okay, yes, here is the catch. So what I realized was, I can't even type because it's hard when I have a pretty girl sitting on my lap. There's a pretty girl. Who's the pretty girl sitting on my lap? Aha, yes you are. Okay, and which is a good thing considering the alternatives. Okay. What?
Are you talking on the pardon?
We're talking on the podcast. Like Dan TDM? You remember Dan TDM, yeah. The Diamond Minecart? Yes, so we're being Dan TDM. Yeah, isn't that cool?
No.
No?
That is awkward.
Awkward. That is awkward, yes. Okay. So, what we are doing is we need to... let's go find our original JS fill or our gist. This is the gist we were starting from, and I realized the difference between what they were doing and what we are doing is they use the create element method.
Ooh.
Element, see? They create
that. Do they create that?
Yeah, they create. We're going to try to draw some robot turtle pictures. I don't know how much I'll get done, but what happens is they were doing. Shall we? I should probably...
Let's write it with this. We'll just write it on a paper piece of paper.
We can't write on the screen with a pen, Anjali.
What?
Well, let's check the... Oops. Get back to our coffee, get status, and get checkout dash B, and this is our element NS. So what I discovered was this thing creates an element with a SVG namespace. It's an SVG element.
Daddy, can I just write something on a plain thing?
On a typing? And I'm trying to do some work now. Can't you wait a minute until I'm done?
Wait, can I just do it?
Do you want some paper you can draw on? Let me get you some real paper.
Yeah.
There's some actually thought there was paper here. Let me get you some paper you can draw on.
Blank?
Here's a blank piece of paper here, Princess. Excuse me, just 1 second, okay? Thank you. You can write on here. It'll be easier to write.
No.
No? Okay. What do you want to write? Right here. This is better. See? It's nice and hard. Okay. All right. My wife is at a church retreat, and I got the kids until my father shows up with Rohan.
Daddy, is it like weather?
Weather? Yeah. Okay, that sounds good.
No, what is like the weather?
What is like the weather?
Yeah.
The weather today is sunny. All right.
So now what?
So now what? Can you draw a picture of your EMS truck?
No, I can't.
You remember bringing your EMS truck and show it to everyone on the internet, Anjali? Oh, here it is. See? Anjali did a very unique sticker job on this truck. You like it, Anjali?
Where are you showing it up to?
I'm showing it to the camera there. See where that green dot is? That's the camera. You want to wave it to the camera?
Where green dot?
Yeah, see the green dot up there? Yeah,
Camera
that's the camera. Okay, here's your truck.
So what is gonna happen to the weather?
What's going to happen to the weather?
Yeah.
It's going to get very, very hot,
Okay.
and then later it will get
Cold?
dark, and it will get cold. Yes.
Okay.
So, okay, we've got our
So
branch here.
What now?
What now?
Yeah, I just rated this on. just threaded this one.
Okay.
It was just like this.
So what we want to do.
So it was like less before.
Mm-hmm.
So the weather was like, it's like coldment.
Uh-huh.
Is it coldment? It was a coldment? It was a coldment? Is it
Coldment?
coldment?
Coldment. So what we're going to do is define...
Daddy, was it coldment?
Coldiment? Cold climate?
No, coldment.
I don't know, Anjali.
Is it climate? The
Cold climate?
Yeah. Was it that?
Yes, it is a... no, actually, California, we have a very warm climate out here on the coast.
Okay. So now
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to define the tags here.
are you going to divide the tags on the... what? What are you going to divide the tags on?
I'm defining tags, Anjali.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
So what?
What? SVG.
Oh, SVG.
CoffeeScript. So what I need to do is that instead of doing this like
What?
we normally
Instead
do,
of doing what?
instead of just creating a tag using jQuery, Anjali,
Okay, yeah.
we're going to create a tag using the JavaScript DOM create element,
Okay.
and we're going to especially specify the namespace for it as SVG. Okay?
Okay.
You think that'll work?
Yeah, that will work. So like this paper?
Mm-hmm.
That?
Yes, like that. Okay, so I need to first and only do that if it's an SVG tag so I don't mess up
Like this?
the other things. This is the
Like
minimal
that?
patch that would work.
Like this?
Yes.
Or like
Yes.
this? Like this?
Yes, essentially. Okay. Let's copy script. Test in array.
So is it like the coldness?
Check if not in
Is
array.
it like the coldness or not the warm? Is it like the coldness or the warmness? Coldness or the warmness?
Warmest.
Okay. Now, what next is it?
Uh-huh. What's next?
Yeah.
You want to do a picture of the play we're going to? We're going to go see Harry the Dirty Dog.
I know Harry the dirty dog. He's
You-
always hairy and he's dirty.
That's probably why they call him that.
His hair gets dirty, I think. Daddy, know what? Know what?
Now what?
Yeah. Does it just like complain this all? Does it
And this is the weird... Yes.
Daddy, does this just complain this all?
Yes.
Okay. So now what? So now what, Daddy?
Hmm.
Now what?
Now what? Can you draw a picture of a dog, Anjali?
No, I can't. Actually, I think I can.
This is the weird CoffeeScript ternary operator.
I think I can only just draw him.
Equals. So if tag in
Daddy, is there
SVG
a eraser?
tags, then
Daddy, is there a
else.
eraser?
an eraser?
Is there a eraser?
Not for pens, Anjali, unless you have a very special... Oh, Anjali! Ron's here! Ask him if he wants to be on the internet, too.
Ron, do you want to do the internet?
All right.
No way.
And doing this backward, what I should have done is first edit a test.
Daddy,
Yes, here's a
not my
pen.
pen.
Here's a green pen. You want to try the green pen, Princess?
No, I want the
You
red
dropped it.
pen.
You dropped it.
8 legs and no pants.
Hey, Ron, you want to say hi to the internet?
Hello.
Yes. Ron, let's see. Here's my son, Rohan. Hopefully we're still streaming. No, this is not the one. This is the one here. Yes, see? Can you say hi to the internet, Rohan?
Hi, internet.
Yes. We're being Dan TDM today. We're going to streaming to the Daddy's Awesome Stuff Badly podcast. Why is that so funny?
I don't know.
Okay, you want to tell them what your goal in life is, Rohan?
My goal in life is to do everything better than Daddy does. Except one thing.
Except one thing, which is having to do it himself.
It's for Daddy?
All right. Okay. Right, you guys, can you color for 10 minutes while Daddy finishes my podcast?
Cool.
Okay. Ask Thought for some help. Thank you. And now back to our show.
Yep.
All right. So I've got my code here.
And you have your children here.
That's right.
8 legs and no pants.
Okay, front is working. Okay. Whoa.
Daddy?
Yes, Anjali.
I want to make pen and my paper.
Rohan, that was not very
I
nice.
dropped.
Can you put it back, please, for her?
No.
Why not?
You still have any paper.
Rohan, there's plenty of paper here. Excuse
Daddy,
me.
could you give me Daddy,
Legs.
could you get
No, hey.
Daddy, could you get me?
8 legs and... I already have a piece of paper.
Daddy,
Yes, Anjali.
I want I want us to get me pen.
What happened to you?
I'm just gonna draw something really quick.
Can you do this? Can you just Thatha's pen, Anjali?
No.
Run! Go help Thatha, please. Run.
Just a sec.
He's busy drawing, Thatha. Run. Thatha's gonna be done. Can you help him quickly and then come back? Thatha is the Indian word for grandfathering, in case you're wondering. Okay, so I'm creating a bug here, and I should have run my test before I did that. So let's try that again. Alt equals.
Hold on, try this pen.
Run. Thatha's gonna be done.
No.
Thank you. Okay, let's try this again. Grunt, grunt, grunt.
So is it like the weather
Sweet,
is like
okay.
cold? Is the
Done
weather,
without it. Yes.
That is the weather like colder and warm. Is it like the weather is like
The weather is
kinda
hot and dry, Anjali.
hot and dry? Okay. Okay, now what?
Now what? Can you draw? Did you draw a picture of a doggy yet?
No, I'm starting to.
Okay, you should do that. What we want to do is make sure that we're creating an SVG element here. Did we check for HTML elements somewhere?
I think I'm drawing it. I'm drawing it elephants in cursive. Daddy, look, I'm drawing elephants
What
in
we want to do is
cursive.
expect
Daddy, I'm drawing elephant in cursive.
elephant in cursive. Wow, that's impressive. Instance of HTML
Look, see?
element.
See, I'm already done, Daddy. I'm already done.
Wow, that was fast.
See? See?
What was fast?
Anjali drew an elephant in cursive.
No?
It's more like a rhino or a hippo. Can I have some of this?
No!
Well,
It's really hot. Please, I need it.
yeah,
What is
it said he's water. Okay.
How are you broadcasting?
We're using something called Twitch TV.
Can I have some?
Can he hear you? Can they hear you? Can they hear you?
Yes, they can hear us, they can see us. This is all streaming out live on the internet in real time. If anyone was actually watching us, which hopefully no one is. But we will save it, and then we will put it up on YouTube. So in the morning, instead of watching the Diamond Minecart, you can watch yourself.
Ooh.
And then when you're 13 years old and people see this on the internet, you'll be deeply embarrassed.
Why?
Because you're a goofy little child with an even goofier daddy, which is even more embarrassing when you're a teenager.
That is something.
Like when you're young, it's fun to have a crazy goofy daddy making a fool of himself on the internet. When you're 16 years old and trying to impress girls, this will be very embarrassing.
I'm not gonna do
I read
that.
it down.
It's on tape, people. Check again with me in 10 years, okay?
Oh, this is so crazy. I'm done, Katie. Goodbye.
Not by yet. We got 5 minutes.
We got 5 minutes, then we'll say goodbye. Bye.
8 legs and no pay. Instance cough. Instance cough. Instance cough. Instance of.
Instance of, yes. We're trying to see if this...
Instance of.
Okay, how do we actually check whether something is an SVG element?
Instance of.
Oh, wait, that was it. We saw that in the fiddle here. Where's our fiddle? Hey, diddle, diddle, where is our fiddle? This is our fiddle where we had this, and then since... So if it's created... Let's see if we can get a DOM instance of... Test of object is a DOM element. Yes, that's what I want. Let's try this. Instance of... Dang, I really hate JavaScript typing rules. Because it's very Compared to Ruby, it's very confusing about what exactly the type of everything is. Ruby was always nice and simple, exactly what. I can't deal with this. Okay.
Do you mutated version of Wasp Butler? 8 legs and 4 pegs.
Thank you, Ron. We're really into Skylanders around here these days, in case you hadn't guessed that. Maybe we can get them to sponsor the podcast.
It's podcasting.
Then we can be like
No
Evan too,
Skylanders and no legs.
What do you mean?
where they send him free Skylanders so he can pitch it to his audience of hundreds of thousands of watchers.
Oh, right.
Not anything.
Happy is the man whose hope is in the Lord,
Yeah,
his God.
that is
Psalm 146:5.
Thank you.
That's funny. I'm working on Psalm 145:9.
Really? In school?
Yes.
What's that verse? Do you know yet?
Yes, it is. The Lord is good to all. He has compassion over all he has on all he has made.
That looks like an array. Oh, that's a dictionary. Huh.
What's a dictionary? Bum, 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 bum. No, it's warm.
Woohoo! Test passed!
Yeah! High five!
So the element we created was actually...
Hey, high five!
Yay!
Fire? Water?
Daddy, hey, high five, Daddy!
Hmm?
Did you
High
create?
five! Woo!
Higher. Higher. Higher.
Please don't smash anything, Ryan. Okay, thank you.
Daddy,
All
Daddy.
right. So
Daddy,
good.
high
So
five!
the normal test is where
Yeah!
that is an element, and we want this thing to be an SVG element.
Four.
And the nesting is a little weird.
Five for no legs.
I'm not sure why, but let's try this. See what happens.
Oh, go on, try to jump in Tesla. Try to jump in.
Failed.
No, I'm not.
So git commit yum test for SVG element.
High five!
And if we're really lucky,
High five!
we
I
will
almost put
get rid of this, replace it with this ternary operator, where if it's in the tags, then create it with the namespace. Otherwise, just do what we were doing before. So that way, I'm not messing with anything that already worked. I'm only changing things that match my tags. And let's give it a shot. Dun, 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 dun. Ah! Not quite.
What, you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine, Ron. I'm just, my test didn't pass. And in fact,
Your test didn't pass!
Run!
No!
I'm glad they take my work so seriously. I think what's happening is just this nesting thingamajob where, in this case, it was just expecting a element instead of a sub-element.
Daddy, can I
Let's just try to
close
see,
my
okay? Remember, Ron? Remember that's how we work, right? Fail, 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 succeed?
Yeah.
So the red means we had 3 failures. But let's see if we can run it now. Ah, still 3 failures. Okay.
Daddy, how do you cover this?
Is
Why is programming so difficult?
because we haven't fixed it yet.
On this computer.
Daddy,
Difficult on most
can you put
computers,
it like
Rohan.
this? Daddy, how do we
First of all,
close
I'm getting-
this? How do you close this? How do you close this?
Unfriend.
Daddy, how do you close this?
Anjali, be very careful when there's water in here. You screw it in like this.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Okay, let's see. We're here. And... Okay, we're not screwing up the other one, so the basic clause is working correctly. And let's put a debugging statement in there so we can see what we're getting and how that's different from what we want to get. So it is a rect, which is good. So we are creating the element.
Daddy,
But
where's the trash can?
Not going so well.
right there, Anjali.
Trumpeter. Trumpeter.
Trash can.
Ah,
Trumpeter swan. Yes, it's a kind of swan. Remember where the swan factory?
here.
Thank you, Anjali.
Daddy, here.
Time to take out the trash.
Here, Daddy. Daddy,
Well, that'd be a good Skylander.
That would be a,
Scraps.
Surprise, there's another.
Scraps.
Are we not logging that? Why are we not logging? Yes, Anjali.
Daddy, scraps. Daddy, there's a new life element called scrap. Actually, no.
Daddy.
Yes, Anjali.
There's a new Skylander.
I need a new paper.
Daddy,
New paper?
I found out a new Skylander,
Yes, Rohan.
and he's a dead element. He's called Scraps.
Ah, we're actually crashing in the
Daddy?
creation here, which means there's probably a bug in this thing somewhere.
Daddy,
Yes, Anjali?
Daddy, could you get me up on your lap? Daddy, get me up on your lap.
Okay.
Get another paper.
So we're actually getting an error there. Not where I thought it was, not in the test, but in the before test. Oh, you have paper here. There's lots of paper here, Princess. Thank you. This is going to be probably the most watched episode ever.
What do you mean?
Because with two cute kids running around jumping all over me, it's a lot more entertaining than just watching me staring at a screen making bugs.
Why are you making the bugs?
Somebody's got to do it.
Daddy, can I have the trash can?
You're like, I'm making this time.
Daddy, can I have the trash can? Daddy, can I have the trash can? Daddy? Daddy, can I have the trash can?
Where's the hashtag?
Hold on. Yes.
Where's the hashtag?
Daddy, I want the trash can.
The trash can. Yes. Can I just
Where's
here
hashtag? Where's the
hashtag?
hashtag?
There's a hashtag there.
How do you make that?
Here it is, right there, Princess.
How do you make it?
Okay, here's a problem. I think the way that I'm creating an element here is actually a little bit different than what they're doing with that jQuery thing here.
So, Daddy, it's like
So,
the weather is cold.
Let's
Summer evening hot.
Midday.
and we'll see the difference. Which is
Make
probably-
it. Make. Oh man, 3 failed again.
Yeah, no, but that's good. We can see. So here we have an SVG element, which is cool. Which is what we're expecting, and that's where it's getting. But we want actually an object. Wait, I could have sworn that we actually had something better for the element here. So let's check it again at the bottom. So
3 failed.
it's okay. Remember, fail, 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 succeed. That's what life.
400
That's
fails.
what learning looks like. Okay, so here we're creating an SVG element. The other time we're just creating an object. And how is that different than creating just an element? Let's just try this just to see what looks, how that looks differently.
3 failed. Why am I getting so many fails?
Aha! So this thing is creating an object where we're just creating a HTML element, and there's a difference. So what is the difference between, okay, so JavaScript element creation. jQuery. So jQuery has a shortcut, but it's doing something different than, I thought it was just the same thing.
Hey, it's a jack rule. Jack rule.
So what it's doing,
So what is it doing normally?
it looks like it's asking for
Daddy,
the element.
what is it doing normally?
What is it doing normally? Well, normally what it's doing, it's using this thing to look up an element rather than to actually create it.
What element? What element?
What is an
What
element?
looking at?
What is an element?
An element
Like
is,
earth, fire, water, thing.
that's a good guess though, but it's the elements, these are the elements of HTML, which make up web pages. So this is weird. So the JS fiddle,
Is it like this, like going back?
yes, so see here.
Hashtag.
So here,
So like this going
let me just see, is there something it does to the element before it passes it back? No.
50.
So somehow our fiddle, oh, this is probably one of the concepts that changed between,
Oh, go all the way on it to the
oh,
bottom.
this is an element with a closing tag. Ah,
Wait,
okay.
I want to try something.
Guys,
I want to go all the way to the bottom. And
I'm trying to do a podcast here, children.
Okay.
Can you give me 5 minutes? Actually, 5 minutes we have to go. You want to tell Tata we have to leave in 5 minutes for the play?
Okay.
Okay.
So you want 30?
Can you go?
Make tag function.
This is the new make tag, or the old make tag function was creating an actual element, but these things are actually creating a DOM object.
What are we DOM object? DOM object or DOM object? DOM or DOM?
If we try and create, where's the right element here?
Goes down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yes, princess.
Where's my paper? Where's my
Okay. Well, not as simple as I thought. Either getting this code to work or doing a podcast with 2 hyperactive children running around. Yes. Lauren, did you say sorry to your sister?
Sorry.
Lauren, why did you squish your paper?
It's an accident.
Lindsay, can you jump on your brother and then forgive him? Basically, that actually worked. Okay, so anyway, I've learned something useful, which is that the JS Fiddle I was working from would create an element directly, whereas the current make tag, which is maybe is doing something more like a element lookup. And I don't know anyway for jQuery. And
No, I'm not a tree. I am not your stuffy bear. No, let go. I'll get you your stuffy bear. Get off me and I'll get you your perfect stuffy bear that's as big as a giant. No, I'm not your stuffy bear. I'm not your stuffy bear.
Who was making all that noise?
Us?
Baby? Was there a baby here?
No, it's her.
all the way
It's
straight.
him.
Him?
Him.
He's my baby. He's my baby.
So there's something I do not understand about jQuery, which is the difference between the $ parenthesis and everything else. But that's what I've learned today, and that's where we're going to stop.